What is up, everyone? Got a new video. The official 2021 NFL mock draft by TPS. So, I am a Giants fan, if you know that already. So, I want to draft Jalen Waddle if he drops that far. Some people don't think he's going to drop, but I do. Some people said that Penei Sewell is going to drop, but that's not going to happen. If that does, it's amazing. So let's just get into the video.
What's up, everyone? Before we cap Colton's on, Aziz QB. Others must improve their defense. And then there's clubs who could just use about anything and everything. So, how do we see the first round shaping up? Here's a look at our first round mock draft for the 2021 NFL Draft. Number 1, Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence. Don't read any crazy rumors too seriously. The Jaguars are not trading this pick, and they're going to select the man whom scouts view as the best quarterback prospect since Andrew Luck, who was pretty good. The Jaguars are beginning a promising new era under Urban Meyer, and he'll get his franchise quarterback in Trevor Lawrence. The Clemson product is headed for Duval County. Number 2, New York Jets, Justin Fields. We're not GMs here, but it's hard to make a case that the Jets should give Sam Darnold a 4th year. With a fresh coaching staff in the fold, it makes sense to give Robert Saleh.
It's either Justin Fields or they're trading down. There's no way they go for Trey Lance or some shit like Zach Wilson. No way.
A new quarterback to work with. Justin Fields has high upside, and we like his skill set far more than Darnold's. We wouldn't be surprised if Zach Wilson was the pick here either. The bottom line is that the Jets can't afford to pass on the opportunity to upgrade at the game's most important position in this star-studded draft. Number 3, Miami Dolphins, Ja'Marr Chase. Regardless of who Miami takes, it'd be nice in the front office to send the Houston Texans a gift basket. They're getting a franchise changer with the selection that came courtesy of the 2019 Laramie Tunsil Kenny Stills trade. The Dolphins need to upgrade their skill positions in order to help Tua Tagovailoa shrug off a sluggish rookie year. Ja'Marr Chase would give them an instant game changer, and his presence would allow Devontae Parker to slot into a more suitable number 2 receiver role. Number 4, Atlanta Falcons, Zach Wilson. The Falcons can't realistically trade Matt Ryan until 2022 because of the way his contract is structured. But I'd still be shocked if the new front office and coaching staff passed up on the chance to get Ryan's successor. Wilson would benefit greatly by sitting behind Ryan and learning for a year. Then in 2022, Falcons can turn the keys over to the BYU product. There's just no way Atlanta can avoid taking a QB here. Not with Ryan entering the twilight of his career. Number 5, Cincinnati Bengals, Penei Sewell. Joe Burrow was sacked a whopping 32 times in just 10 games last season before suffering a season-ending knee injury. The Bengals have to find someone who can help protect Burrow for the next decade, and Sewell is that guy. The Oregon Ducks star is one of the best offensive lineman prospects ever. If he is there at number 5, the Bengals should think twice about this pick. Number 6, Philadelphia Eagles, Jalen Waddle. The Eagles really staging veterans Deshaun Jackson and Alshon Jeffrey. Now they really need a capable playmaker to help Jalen Hurts, or whoever their next quarterback is. Waddle's world-class speed and ability to stretch the field would make him an explosive player in Philly's offense. They've got to take a receiver here, unless Sewell is magically still available at number 6. Number 7, Detroit Lions, Devonta Smith. The Lions have flaws all over the roster, but the smart pick would be to supply Jared Goff with the necessary playmakers to see if he can be their long-term answer at quarterback. Enter the 2020 Heisman Trophy winner, who's a sure bet to make an immediate impact once he steps onto the NFL field. Even if they can't retain Galladay, the trio of Devonta Smith, TJ Hawkinson, and DeAndre Swift would give Goff a solid arsenal to work with. Number 8, Carolina Panthers, Trey Lance. Lance isn't as polished as Lawrence, Wilson, or Fields, but he's ready to take on a starting job right away. And he'd enter a great situation in Carolina.
Listen, the Panthers should trade McCaffrey, that pick, a couple more picks for Deshaun Watson. A running back is the most easy position to replace. They should trade him for Deshaun Watson, and then it's good for both teams. Not for Texans, because their team kind of sucks. They lost their entire team. But, yeah, it's going to be good for Panthers. And they're only losing a couple picks. So, it's alright.
joining a loaded offense that already includes Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore, and Robbie Anderson. Taking Lance would open the door for Carolina to trade Teddy Bridgewater to a QB-needy team, or they could keep Teddy for another year and have Lance learn behind him. Number 9. Denver Broncos, Caleb Barley. The Broncos might consider replacing Drew Lock, but there's a pressing need at cornerback here, especially with 3 quality quarterbacks residing in the AFC West. Farley has great size and physicality, and he'd be a tough matchup for any of the AFC's top wideouts. Number 10, Dallas Cowboys, Patrick Surtain II. The Cowboys are set on offense, but boy did he need help all over that defense. It starts with finding a capable shutdown corner, and this is where Jerry Jones can get his man. Surtain would immediately upgrade Dallas' pass defense. Can't see how Jerry goes anywhere outside of cornerback. Number 11, New York Giants, Micah Parsons. Linebacker isn't the Giants' biggest need by any means, but how will they be able to pass on Parsons if he's still there at number 11?
What? I would rather the edge over that guy.
Force all over the field.
All
this
day.
is the type of player that coaches want to build their defense around. Joe Judge and Patrick Graham put together a stingy group in 2020, but adding Parsons could make this defense a top 5 unit. Number 12, San Francisco 49ers. Christian Darrisaw. If Trent Williams leaves in free agency, the 49ers will have to replace him here. And Darrisaw is the next best offensive lineman in this class. Right behind Kyle Shanahan's rush-heavy offense won't function if they don't find a suitable replacement for Williams. Assuming he hits free agency, the 49ers shouldn't second-guess taking Darrisaw if he's on the board. Unless there's a QB Shanahan really likes. Number 13. Los Angeles Chargers, Kyle Pitts. Pitts is arguably a top 5 prospect in this class. It's just most teams will be addressing other major needs in the top 10, so don't be surprised if he falls a bit. The Chargers already have a juggernaut of an offense led by Justin Herbert, but why not give him another special toy? Pitts would be an upgrade over Hunter Henry, who never really lived up to expectations in La La Land. Herbert, Pitts, Keenan Allen, and Austin Eckler, that offense, dare we say, wouldn't be far behind the Patrick Mahomes-led unit in Kansas City. Number 14, Minnesota Vikings, Kwity Paye. The Vikings had one of the NFL's worst defenses in 2020, which is very uncharacteristic for a Mike Zimmer-coached team. That once dominant defensive line has to be addressed. Edge rusher Kwity Paye would be a phenomenal complement to Danielle Hunter, who unfortunately missed the entire 2020 season. A phenomenal complement to
Look at that! His head came off. His head came off. He's dead. He's actually dead. Unpause, please. Chaz, there's kind of a problem here. What? 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 What?
Anchoring the D-line would help Zimmer's unit improve big time in 2021. Number 15, New England Patriots, Mac Jones. Even if the Patriots bring in another veteran starter for 2021, this is a rare opportunity for Bill Belichick to take his QB of the future. Belichick had a good relationship with Nick Saban, who would obviously have no problem endorsing Jones. He's a polished prospect who should be ready to lead this team following a year or two of proper development. Number 16, Arizona Cardinals, Rashawn Slater. Zona's gotta fix that O-line to help bolster the rushing game. Kyler Murray has to stop taking so many hits. With Sewell and Darrisaw off the board, we have the Cards settling on Northwestern's Rashawn Slater. Arizona passed on several offensive linemen at last year's draft in favor of Isaiah Simmons. This time, they owned the offensive lineman at last year's Western's Rashawn Slater. Arizona passed on several grade A offensive linemen at last year's draft.
Tell me who.
Number 17, Las Vegas Raiders, Gregory Rousseau. Max Crosby was the Raiders' only pass rushing threat in 2020, recording 7 sacks. It's time for John Gruden and Mike Mayock to get him some help. The Raiders have a bad track record when it comes to drafting defensive linemen, but Miami Hurricanes defensive end Gregory Rousseau has too much talent to pass on. New defensive coordinator Gus Bradley loves his pass rushers, and Rousseau would be a nice piece to build around. Number 18, Miami Dolphins, Elijah Vera Tucker. Assuming Miami takes a receiver at number 3, the next next order of business will be to fix the pass protection for Tua. Yes, they took Austin Jackson in the first round a year ago, but you can't have too much help in the trenches. If Jackson reaches the ceiling, and if Miami adds another big-time prospect like Vera, it could be the start of something big in South Beach. Number 19, Washington football team. Rashad Bateman. Washington needs to find more playmakers for its next quarterback. Terry McLaurin and Antonio Gibson can't do it all alone. Minnesota wideout Rashad Bateman would be a perfect complement to McLaurin. This duo would give opposing defensive coordinators fits. How can Ron Rivera and company pass on the idea of adding another home run threat here? Number 20, Chicago Bears. Rondale Moore. Assuming the Bears lose Allen Robinson and don't find receiving help in free agency, GM Ryan Pace will have an easy call here. Take the best receiver available. In this mock draft, we project that to be Purdue wideout Rondale Moore. His elite route running and athleticism would make him the perfect replacement for Robinson. And the perfect weapon for the Bears' next quarterback. Number 21, Indianapolis Colts. J.C. Horn. The Colts' defense is built around an extremely talented front seven. Now, it's time to upgrade the secondary. Rockison and Julian Blackmon have potential, but adding J.C. Horn out of South Carolina would take this defense to a whole new level. Not only is he known for his ball hawking skills, but as a bonus, he can also rush the passer. He is the perfect fit in Matt Eberflus's defense. Number 22, Tennessee Titans, Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa. The Titans won't be a playoff team in 2021 if they don't fix that leaky defense, especially the non-existent pass rush. Notre Dame linebacker Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa is just the guy for the job. He's the complete package. Solid in coverage, but does most of his work in the run-stopping and pass-rushing departments. No team needs this guy more than the Titans. Number 23, New York Jets, Nick Bolton. Saleh is a defense-first coach, so we'd be surprised if the Jets didn't take a defensive player with this selection. Bolton, the workhorse linebacker out of Missouri, has all the tools to succeed in Saleh's defense. Taking Bolton means the formation of a dynamic duo again. And no, we're not talking about Batman and Robin. We're talking about Bolton and Quinnen Williams. Number 24, Pittsburgh Steelers, Kyle Trask. Trask might be a bit of a reach here, but the Steelers have to find Ben Roethlisberger's success. 2021 feels like it'll be his final season, at least in the Steel City. The Steelers did sign Dwayne Haskins, who just might be the answer once Roethlisberger leaves, but it doesn't hurt to add another option in case Haskins isn't the guy. Trask would be joining a great organization, and Mike Tomlin could easily have him ready to take over in 2022. Number 25, Jacksonville Jaguars, Jalen Phillips. The Jaguars already have Josh Allen and Clavon Chason in the front seven. But as the old Jacksonville defense showed, you can never have too many game-wrecking pass rushers. That's why they'd be wise to take Miami Hurricanes defensive end, Jalen Phillips. With yet another pass rusher to worry about, this Jacksonville defense could eventually develop into a quarterback's worst nightmare. Number 26, Cleveland Browns, Kelvin Joseph. Denzel Ward is showing signs of growing into a star, but the Browns lack depth in the secondary, and fixing the pass defense is the main priority this offseason. So the Browns settle on Kelvin Joseph of Kentucky. His size and awareness would make Joseph the ideal complement to the Browns' back end of their defense. Number 27, Baltimore Ravens, Kadarius Toney. Unless the Ravens find an impactful receiver in free agency, they have to take one deal. Marquise Brown doesn't look like the game changer the Ravens had hoped for. Toney's speed and ability to stretch the field would make him a valuable addition to the Ravens' run-heavy offense. He'd be a great security blanket for Lamar Jackson on third down situations. And that's just what Lamar could use if he wants to take this team to the next level. Number 28, New Orleans Saints, Trayvon Merrick. Assuming the cap-strapped Saints lose Marcus Williams in free agency, GM Mickey Loomis will need to find his replacement in round 1 of the draft. Merrick is a versatile do-it-all playmaker who brings a high football IQ to go along with his superb coverage skills. He's the perfect guy to fill the void left by Williams. Number 29, Green Bay Packers, Dylan Moses. Green Bay's gonna have to fix up the defense that was exposed in the postseason again. Jair Alexander, Zadarius Smith, and Preston Smith can't do it all. But adding Alabama linebacker Dylan Moses would bolster Green Bay's pass rush and toughen up their soft run D. With Dalvin Cook, DeAndre Swift, and David Montgomery in their division, that's a good thing. Number 30, Buffalo Bills, Najee Harris. Devin Singletary and Zach Moss weren't exactly game changers in the Bills' potent offense last season. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and the rest of the passing game need some help in the backfield. Najee Harris, yes, another
they get Najee Harris, they're winning
prospect
the
would
Super
fit the
Bowl.
bill. This offense
guy's
would be
literally
downright
Derrick Henry,
scary if they added the
like
bruising back who
Saquon
racked up
Barkley's
30
abilities.
touchdowns last season. Defenses
scary.
couldn't contain this Buffalo passing
And
game
not
in
even going,
2020. Now,
top
can you
20,
imagine
top
if they had to
25.
worry about containing a lethal ground game as
It's an
well?
L for every other
Yikes!
team.
Number 31. Kansas City Chiefs, Aziz Ogilari. The Chiefs'
And
lack
then
of
a
pass
what?
rushers off the edge was exposed in the Super Bowl. If Frank Clark and Chris Jones aren't
Yeah,
wreaking
I
havoc
know.
up the middle, then it's a lot easier to move the ball against this unit. So expect the Chiefs to find edge rushing help here in round one.
Edge?
Georgia Bulldogs star
Oh,
Aziz
edge.
Ogilari would fit nicely
Yeah,
in Steve
good idea.
Spagnuolo's
O-line
blitz-happy
to help you
defense.
with,
And the Chiefs could use him in a
Bucs
variety of
defense.
ways, like they do with defensive back Tyrann Mathieu. Number 32. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Jason Owen. The Bucs' ferocious pass rush paved the
Owen.
way for a Super Bowl championship. So why not strengthen a strength by adding another potential game changer in Owen? Jason Pierre-Paul is only
Yeah, I
signed
don't
for
know
one
what they
more
need.
year,
What
and
do
the
they
Bucs
need?
may lose some key contributors
They
in
don't need
2021
to
free
pick- they don't
agency.
need-
So they should feel the
I mean,
urgency to add
if
pass
they don't
rushing
need a
help,
receiver,
and
if they
Owen feels
franchise
like
tag
a wonderful fit in
the
Todd Bowles'
franchise,
defense that only just won this.
Chris Godwin.
Grammarly helps make your
If they
writing clear
tag
and
Godwin,
concise, no
then
matter
they
where
don't need
you
a
are.
receiver. They don't need a running back. They don't need a
Super
quarterback.
But hey, which player do you want your favorite NFL
They
team
don't
to
need. I
draft
don't know
with
if
their
they
team?
need. Because like their team is already amazing. They could get a quarterback and keep him for maybe another year until Brady retires. But we'll see, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Got a live stream coming tonight. Another video tomorrow. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.